Donald Trump's inner circle is unraveling faster and faster by the day. But now, in this breaking story, America has been left stunned as NBC News has dropped a shocking bombshell on Trump and his administration. Now, it's no secret that Donald Trump's inner circle is imploding. This has been happening since day one. And part of the reason for this is simply because Donald Trump is stupid. In fact, even 9-year-olds are smarter than him.
I wanted to represent the youth because what's happening now could change our futures. And what President Trump is doing and is threatening to do is frightening. Wow. Parents and teachers are talking about a lot of things that we don't know about. But unlike some people, we know the meaning of the Declaration of Independence. Come on, we all saw the video talking about low IQ.
He's funny, babe.
All jokes aside, as you can see, my mom is oxygen dependent, as she has been for more than 5 years due to COVID pneumonia in both lungs since March of 2020. And without Social Security, my mom and I would not be able to survive. My grandmother, who is turning 98 years old on May 15th, would not be able to survive.
Now, with the growing tension between Israel and Iran and the MAGA civil war, Trump is considering getting involved in this war. Now, he says he'll make his decision in, you guessed it, 2 weeks.
Regarding the ongoing situation in Iran, I know there has been a lot of speculation amongst all of you in the media regarding the president's decision-making and whether or not the United States will be directly involved. In light of that news, I have a message directly from the president, and I quote, "Based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks." That's a quote directly from the president for all of you today.
Literally the most indecisive guy on the planet. Every single time he doesn't want to make a decision, he says, oh, we'll have something in 2 weeks. A reporter even brought this up as well.
Caroline, President Trump has said previously in regard to Russia, he's used this phrase about 2 weeks several times in terms of we expect like a 2-week deadline and then you give another 2-week deadline. How can we be sure that he's going to stick to this one on making a decision on Iran?
Well, in those deadlines, as you've seen in respect to Russia, Ukraine, might I add, these are two very different, complicated global conflicts, as you know, that the president inherited from our previous incompetent president in the weakness of the previous administration. And the president has spent a tremendous amount of time and effort cleaning up these crises that were caused by the last administration's just complete dereliction of duty on the world stage and American weakness. Now we have American strength again. With respect to...
I like how Caroline Leavitt manages to talk a lot, but never really say anything. But now things have only gotten worse, because NBC News just dropped a scathing bombshell, and it's left America stunned. Take a look.
NBC News just dropped a political bombshell that's rocking Washington and shaking the very foundation of Trump's inner circle. National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard, a longtime critic of U.S. wars in the Middle East and a rare anti-intervention voice in Trump's MAGA camp, is reportedly being sidelined. And the reason? Trump's escalating drumbeat for military action against Iran. This rift exploded into the open when Trump publicly dismissed Gabbard's March testimony, where she asserted that U.S. intelligence did not believe Iran was building a nuclear weapon. Trump shrugged it off, saying bluntly on Air Force One, "I don't care what she said."
I don't care what she said. I think they were very close to having it.
Sources now confirm Gabbard has been excluded from key meetings, including a critical June 8th session at Camp David on rising Iran-Israel tensions. The White House claims she missed it due to National Guard training, but insiders aren't buying it. The growing suspicion: Gabbard is being quietly pushed to the margins, and it gets worse. Her recent video from Hiroshima, showing simulated nuclear devastation and warning of global war, reportedly infuriated Trump's senior staff.
Soil condemning survivors to agonizing deaths or lifelong suffering. A nuclear winter could follow, with smoke and ash completely blocking the sun.
Some allies say the fallout is exaggerated, that Gabbard won't quit, and that her relationship with Trump is intact. But multiple senior officials told NBC she's effectively been frozen out of the national security conversation. The split is emblematic of a deeper divide within Trump's coalition, MAGA nationalists versus MAGA militarists. And as Trump edges closer to another foreign war, Gabbard's future in the administration grows more uncertain. NBC's report leaves one thing clear: Trump's promise of peace is being drowned out by the sound of war drums, and Tulsi Gabbard may be the first casualty.
So now even Donald Trump's intelligence community is not safe. Tulsi Gabbard appears to be on very thin ice. But then again, Donald Trump's entire administration is built on thin ice. It's built on loyalty and nothing else.